Hey everyone, welcome to my escape. Today's video is going to be kind of a series recommendation, but it's not going to be standalone, and it's actually going to be a YA, so a little bit different from what I've been reading recently, but it's one of my favorite series of all time, and it's just a nostalgic read for me, so I wanted to share it with you guys before I go back to school. So today's video is going to be on the Summoning series, which I'm pretty sure is called the Darkest Power series. It's a fantasy YA series that I absolutely adore. I usually read this every summer that I'm home. I didn't get to it this summer, but it's because I've picked up so many other books, but I usually do a reread of it every year. It's one of my favorite YA series. It's got werewolves and necromancers and magic and conspiracy and Big Brother conspiracy and betrayal and romance and found family and like mental health manipulation kind of thing. It's so fun. It's so good. So if you're into that, stick around and let's get into it. So our main character is Chloe, and the book opens, she's 16, she's in high school, she's going about her day like regular, and then she sees like a horrific death, and she starts freaking out, having a mental breakdown because nobody else around her can see it, and it's very traumatizing. Okay, you would freak out too, I would assume, if you saw this in your high school hallway. So she freaks out, and basically her guardians send her to home for mentally ill youth, let's say. So there she meets our other characters, and they kind of get to know each other, and they're all pretty much right in the same age, and they all have weird stuff going on, and as they start to uncover things, they realize they're magic. One way or another, they're all magical creatures, and this home for, you know, mentally ill youth, it's really a disguise, and it's a cover-up, and all the adults around them at this home, they're all against them, and are their own parents against them for putting them in here? So they have to find a way to escape and take down this conspiracy and protect themselves and protect each other, and really see like where their loyalty lies and who's going to betray them and why this is happening and how they all ended up here. And meanwhile, they now have these magical powers because they're all going through puberty, so they're trying to deal with them, and they're trying to cope, and they're trying to understand them, and they really only have each other to do that. I love it. Okay, I can't get into it without like getting into it, because again, I've read this whole trilogy many times, so I don't want to give any spoilers, and I won't be giving any spoilers, but just read it, okay? It's so good. The main character's fun and everything. She's not like one of my favorite of all time, but what does it for me in this book is like the found family aspect and how these kids kind of have to uncover this conspiracy on their own. Like, it makes sense why there's no adults in this one. It makes sense why the kids are having to do everything because they can't trust any adults around them. In a lot of like YA series, I always am like scratching my head now, and I'm like, okay, but like where were your parents? Because I'm confused. But this one, it makes it make sense. The writing's so good, it pulls you in from the beginning, and it just keeps you there, okay? You're never bored, not for a single second throughout the whole thing. There is like a romance subplot with like a trope that I don't love, but you get over it, and it was very like very par for the course at the time. But I ended up like loving the romance in the end, and now when I reread, I like wait for like all of the like little moments like leading up to it and everything. It is just it's so good. And then I really wish I had it for this video, but this actually does have a spin-off series. So it's an original trilogy, and then it has a spin-off series of 3 books, and then it has like a collection of short stories. And I do own them all. I didn't bring the spin-off series out this summer just because my bookshelves were a little cramped. That one is also really good. So the universe is big if you want it to be. If you want to contain it to the trilogy, they're all short, quick, fun reads. No spice because it's YA, just throwing that out there. And if you just need more after that, it's there for you, okay? It's there for you. I love the short stories. The spin-off series is really good too, super fun, and there's a lot of fan fiction out there too. So you know what, this world can be as big or as small as you want it to be, but you do have to read the original trilogy in order, and I would highly recommend. So if anything I've said has piqued your interest, pick up this book, pick up this series. You will not regret it. I love it. But that is all I got for you. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I post videos every Friday, sometimes on Tuesdays when I'm feeling like it. So ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss anything, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!